because that's the beginning of the story. Now, what else?
Well, then after you went back home, are we okay with time?
Mm-hmm. After we went back home, yeah, well, I stayed at my folks about a week, and then went back home. It was about time to get back. Oh, I had company. A man I had never met in my life before, and my husband's brother from Chicago came to visit. And I think they stayed about a week with an invalid baby and an invalid mother.
Just what you needed.
Mm-hmm. Just what I needed. Well, I lived through it.
So then, let's see, Gerry was born a year and a half later. At Christmas time, was there anything particular that happened between the time that when it was just Jack at home, when he was little?
Jack?
Yeah.
He was little. I don't think so.
Was it, when did he, well, he must have started to, did he say his first words?
Oh, Bob.
And what was that?
Uncle Bob. That was, I think that was his first words. Bob. He liked Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob liked him. Bob.
You followed him around?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere he went. Jackie, he used to say, Jackie. And then when Gerry was born, well, you want me to tell you about the night when he was born?
Oh, yes, definitely.
From here on? Or will
That's a good story. How much time do we have in? Okay, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, okay. He was expected, maybe a week or so after Christmas, about New Year's, and Daddy said to me, he said, we are going to keep you, you are going to DePere and you're going to stay there. Because the doctors in DePere, like the first one, and we're way out here, and it's winter, maybe never get there. So that's what I had planned, all the things that I had prepared for them to be alone so that they could cook something for themselves and baked up. And so Uncle Bob had gone to bed and Daddy had gone to bed. And 11 o'clock, I thought, well, I think I better call him. So I called Daddy. He was so excited, he couldn't even dress himself. I had to dress him. And then Jack was sick with a cold, and we had to pack the car full of, his crib would fit in the back seat, put him in it, put all of the stuff in the trunk that I had to have, baby clothes, bedding, and whatever. And so we left, I would think about 11:30, Christmas Eve, to go to DePere. My father never went to midnight mass. It was always Mother, if she wanted to go to midnight mass, and Marilla would go with her, or they waited until Christmas morning. Got to the house. Oh no, before that, there's a cemetery on the east side of DePere. We had a flat tire. Anything else? Flat tire. Everything in the trunk, packed in the trunk. You had to pull everything out to get the tire tools. Are you all right? Yes, I'm all right. got the tire fixed and junk put back. Drove over to a house on 3rd Street. The house was dark, nobody home. They were all in church. Drove to the church. And Gerry Burke, who Daddy knew from Wayside, was an usher. And he went in and he asked him My folks were in church. Yes, they were in church. Was the doctor in church? Yes, the doctor was in church. We had no room for anybody to get in the car. There was absolutely no room. So my sister took the key to the house and ran home. It was a matter of 5 or 6 blocks. And got to the house, the doctor came, it's time to go to the hospital. And that was it. They kept Jack, and he had a bad cold, but they kept him. And then Gerry was born at about 2 or 2:30, I don't exactly remember. But he was a whopper, 9 pounds and a half. And Daddy said, he isn't our baby, he can't be. He had black hair and sideburns. I felt like Mother Mary.